Welcome back to Fantasy Football Today, presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies, and you might need a Snickers for week number 7 to fill out all of your rosters because the bye weeks are terrible. Look at the wide receivers who are missing in week number 7. The Bills guys, the Cowboys guys, the Chargers guys, the Vikings guys, the Steelers guys, and yeah, I skipped the Jaguars guys, but you know what? They deserve some mention as well. Look at all of the star power that you're missing at the wide receiver position. Think about the running backs that are not going to be there, the tight ends as well. You are scrambling to find replacements, and hopefully we're here to help. So look at the guys that you could be looking to add this week. To me, Sterling Shepard is the star of maybe the entire free agent class for week 7, just based on what he's shown us and the injuries the Giants are dealing with. We'll talk about him in a second. You got A.J. Green, just give him 6 targets. He produces. T.Y. Hilton finally back, healthy. I know he's got a quad injury, but expected to play. Darnell Mooney, the one that's connecting with Justin Fields, not necessarily Allen Robinson. And you see some of these guys here that have had some production of late. Callaway week 5, Jamison Crowder his first game in week 4, Donovan Peoples-Jones coming off a 2-touchdown game, banged up wide receiver core for the Browns, and Mac Hollins stepping in for some injured receivers for the Dolphins. So again, I'll ask you the same question that I asked you in regards to the running backs, but Heath, you get to go first. So I'm not going to give you the option of Sterling Shepard because we know he's the best. But who was second best for you?
This is going to sound crazy, but I think it's Darnell Mooney. The connection he has with Justin Fields, and this offense has changed a lot in the last couple of weeks. Andy Dalton was about as low as any quarterback in the NFL in terms of average depth of target. Fields is slinging it down the field, and Darnell Mooney is the guy making plays down the field. It's a good matchup against Tampa Bay. They're going to be playing from behind. They're going to have to throw more than 27 passes, and I think he could be better rest of season. I'm almost to the point where I'd say I'd rather have Mooney than Allen Robinson rest of season.
Okay, so there's the question. So It's a great matchup. Tampa Bay, we know, has struggled. They're banged up defensively again, down Richard Sherman. And Robinson take advantage of that as well.
I think he could. It's hard to rank him like that. Even this week, I've got him closer to 40 than I do 30. But yeah, I definitely think he could. It's just that that's not been his style over the last few years, is making those plays down the field. And Justin Fields is not going to throw him 10 slants or 10 outs in a game. So I think you need the big plays, and Mooney's got that.
Oh, he's throwing them out. He's throwing him out of our fantasy rosters, that's for sure. Dave, your favorite guy in this list is who?
Heath said it was crazy, but I agree with him. Mooney is my second favorite guy behind Sterling Shepard, but I'll talk about A.J. Green and T.Y. Hilton because they're veteran names that we know. Green's gotten the job done in Arizona to this point. I do wonder what happens now with Zach Ertz in the fold in Arizona, but I do think A.J. Green is okay and certainly worth starting against the Texans, although that should be a DeAndre Hopkins 100-yard, 2-touchdown week against his former team. And T.Y. Hilton, if he's healthy, he's a field stretcher that Carson Wentz is connecting with. We had to wait half of last year for Hilton to get on the same page with his quarterback. We had to wait 1 game for Hilton to get on the same page with Carson Wentz, and I like the matchup for him against San Francisco.
4 catches, 80 yards on 4 targets. Again, suffered a quad injury, but he says he's fine, so just something to keep an eye on heading into week number 7.